What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you our Week 3 Team Builder in APA. Your Detroit Steel Wings are going up against Coach Mr. Streamer Man. Definitely I am, aka my friend Tyler, and the Seattle Drizzlers. We're coming off of 2 big W's, looking to pick up our third. I don't want to underestimate Tyler. He's been improving week to week so far. There's only been 2 weeks, but there has been a drastic improvement in his play style. I know there are a lot of very well-qualified people that are helping him with learning how to be competitive. I mean, just day by day. It's a day-by-day basis. I'm really proud of how well he's been doing with this. So I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that lightly. I don't want to take that lightly whatsoever. So we're going to break down the teams. If you guys are excited, show some love on the like button down below. Of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Check out Tyler's channel. The link to that will be in the description of this video as well. You guys see his team up above. He has Tornadus Therian, one of his Z captains, a very fast Pokemon, a very strong hitting Pokemon, both on physical and special, with the regenerator ability, can kind of make it a little bit annoying. Mega Swampert. Obviously, you guys can see he's got a rain team. Mega Swampert hits really hard in the rain. It moves really fast in the rain. It's a very bulky Pokemon. Amoonguss is a great Pokemon to have with the rain team as well. Grass Poison type, another regenerator user. Can phase things out, or can prevent setup with things like Clear Smog. The regen pairing with Tornadus is incredible. Being able to spore things is also a very good utility. Politoed can be a very bulky water type. Can hit pretty hard too. We mocked in like a Specs Politoed set. Like, I had a resist and it didn't exist after that. My resist didn't exist. Sets the rain for the rest of his mons like his Swampert. Reduces that fire weakness that Amoonguss has. Goodra, a Pokemon that does also take advantage of the rain with the hydration ability. Also can have Gooey to reduce speed from physical attackers. Sap Sipper to kind of patch up the grass weakness that Mega Swampert does have. No reliable recovery outside of like rest hydration, which is something he could bring. Definitely don't want to sleep on that. Very hard-hitting Pokemon. Raikou, a great Pokemon to have. Fast electric types are incredible in league format. I always say that every league that I'm in, fast electric types are incredible. Raikou is one of my favorites. 115 speed with the pressure ability. Can set up Calm Minds, can Volt Switch around Thunderbolt. Like, the coverage isn't too overwhelming, but still, like, you really don't, like, once the electric community is gone, you just kind of just start chipping away at things. Gardevoir is his other Z move user, his other Z captain. 80 base speed, nothing crazy. Trace and Synchronize are also very nice. Dual typings with Psychic and Fairy, both hit very hard, depending on the set. Also does have Healing Wish support. Heracross, an incredible Guts user, especially with the Burn nerf in Gen 7, so he could bring like a Guts Heracross set. A Scarf Moxie set could also be very dangerous. Stone Edge, Close Combat, Mega Horn, Earthquake, something like that. Kabutops is a monster, dude. I have nothing for Kabutops. Kabutops is just disgusting. My entire defensive core is wrecked by Kabutops. Swift Swim with Stab, Stone Edges, Liquidations in the rain. The fact this thing has Liquidation now sucks. If it had Waterfall, yeah, I could live a little bit better, but Liquidation just hurts so much more. So much more. Miltank, very bulky Pokemon, very fast Pokemon, solid Cleric, solid Hazard Setter as well. Can Seismic Toss, can T-Wave, has reliable recovery with Milk Drink. Set up with curses and things like that. Registeel is another fantastic defensive mon. His defensive core is incredible. Amoonguss, Miltank, Registeel, Goodra, things like that. Like, you got to be really careful if he brings all 4 of those. You got to know how to break through those. So, Registeel, another very reliable hazard setter. Very good special wall, especially in the rain nerfing. That fire weakness only gives it ground and fighting. And you can top a Choppa Berry or Magnet Rise or a Choppa Berry or something on that boy, so he can't do anything else. So it is very, very scary. Some things to note: he has no Spikers and no Toxic Spikers. He does have Stealth Rockers in the form of Swampert, Kabutops, Miltank, and Registeel. He's got a Grounded Poison type to remove Toxic Spikes in the Amoonguss. He's got Rapid Spinner in the form of Kabutops and a Defogger in the form of Tornadus Therian. Heal Bell user is Miltank, and a Healing Wish user in Gardevoir as well. So we'll kind of talk about the team here really quickly. First off here, Latios kind of smacks his team around once the Registeel goes down. E-Belt Latios with Calm Mind, Roost, Psyshock, and Energy Ball. Almost max HP, 64 in defense, 60 in special attack, 164 speed with a modest nature. There's a lot of things that outspeed us naturally, and there's a lot of things that outspeed us in the rain, and I didn't want to counteract for those. So what Latios does is, with that added bulk in the defense and the HP, and the bulk that the Calm Minds will give us, we can take a hit or two in the rain. We can take a hit or two. We can roost it off. Like I said, once Registeel goes down, Calm Mind Psyshock kind of tears through his team. Psyshock hits Tornadus, Energy Ball hits Swampert, Psyshock hits Amoonguss, Psyshock hits, or Energy Ball hits Politoed, Psyshock hits Goodra. It's very specially bulky, especially with like an AV set. Psyshock can hit Raikou if he's, even if he starts Calm Minding up. Gardevoir, Energy Ball still hurts that if he Calm Minds up. Psyshock, I mean, Gardevoir's a little bit of a problem. But I don't think he'll bring Gardevoir this week just because I've got like the Excadrill. So, my thoughts. Heracross, we are meant to outspeed Jolly Heracross by 1 point. If he's Scarf, that's an issue. But Psyshock bops the Heracross. Energy Ball hurts the Kabutops. Psyshock hits the Miltank. Registeel, like a Sap Sipper Curse Miltank sits in front of this thing, and so does Registeel. So we got to make sure both of those. After a Calm Mind, we really do tear through his team. No sense in using Life Orb for the extra damage, just in case I can't tear down Registeel that quickly. But I definitely think Wintergreen's going to be putting in some work here. Next up here, we have Cabaret, the Aromatisse. She is coming with the leftovers this week. Aroma Veil, Protect, Wish, Skill Swap, and Moonblast. 244 HP, 36 in defense, 228 special defense with a Calm Nature. We sit in front of variations of Tornadus, in front of variations of Politoed, in front of variations of the Goodra, and the gosh diggity darn Gardevoir as well. Skill Swapping is going to be very nice if I can live one hit from like Mega Swampert or Kabutops and take away their Swift Swim, get theirs. I can like Protect, or I can Wish, I can burn down another turn of rain, I can get rid of their speed so that way something like the Latios can come in. You guys see Breloom and Excadrill on there too. Hopefully they can come in and do something like that. That'll be nice. Moonblast for the chip. Resist on his team are Amoonguss and Registeel, so that defensive core is going to be very nasty in the rain that I don't want to deal with. Next up here, Choice Scarf Breloom, 1-up. She is making her debut week 3. Choice Scarf Breloom with the Technician ability, Bullet Seed, Force Palm, Rock Tomb, and Mach Punch. 44 in HP, 252 attack, 212 speed with a Jolly Nature. This Oko's everything except for a max HP Tornado. Excuse me. Let me rephrase. Bullet Seed takes out Mega Swampert, Politoed, Kabutops, Force Palm 2-hit KOs, Miltank, Registeel, Kabutops. Mach Punch, 2-hit KOs, Kabutops as well. We originally had Spore on here instead of Mach Punch, but Kabutops got a bit out of hand in Mox. So Mach Punch for the priority would be really nice. Rock Tomb, Oko's most variations of Tornadus Therian. Force Palm, like I said, does a number to a lot of things. Bullet Seed, obviously, his Pokemon that don't appreciate a Bullet Seed never will appreciate a Bullet Seed. 2-hit KOs, max HP Mega Swampert. 2-hit KOs, max HP Politoed. I mean, this thing's an absolute monster. So, protect Breloom at all costs. Protect Breloom at all costs. With this priority, with the Technician, it's protect Breloom at all costs. Next up here, Serrated is making his way back with a Choppa Berry this week. Mold Breaker ability, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Aerial Ace, 20 in HP, 252 max attack, 236 speed with a Jolly Nature. Again, we're outspeeding Jolly Heracross by 1 point. Earthquake hits a lot of his team. Earthquake handles the Registeel and the Kabutops and the Raikou. Iron Head hits everything and obviously has a chance to flinch. Iron Head does super effective damage to the Gardevoir as well. Iron Head also hits the Tornadus Therian very nicely. Rapid Spin to get away any hazards like we talked about his Rock Setters. Aerial Ace is there for the Heracross. So Choppa Berry is there for 2 things. Scarf Heracross going for close combat. I eat a Choppa Berry, or I eat close combat with the Choppa Berry. I turn around and Oko with Aerial Ace. He switches in Heracross and I can go for an Aerial Ace, so I'm naturally faster. If he's a banded like Guts set, or banded Guts set, if he's a banded set or like a Guts Flame Orb set. Tornadus Therian going for a Focus Blast or a Superpower. I eat one of those with good health with the Choppa Berry. Superpower preferably drops the defense. I can go for an Iron Head, and provided there's some chip damage off on there eventually, the Iron Head will be able to go on ahead and knock out the Tornadus Therian. So that's this set this week. I didn't want to bring Sand. In preparation, water, like the Rain team, obviously, like it's cool to have the mind games of let me put my Sand up, but my Sand core loses to his Rain core every time. There's no way. I mean, it's just how type advantage works. I think in a matchup where somebody like myself and, you know, A-Drive go up against each other with his Sun team, I've got a little bit more in the bag right there than I do with a Rain team, so I didn't want to bring Rain this week. Next up here, we've got Livewire making his way back. AV Livewire with the Motor Drive ability. Switches in freely on things like Raikou. Raikou really can't touch this thing. Takes Thunder Waves from things like Miltank and Registeel as well, which is really nice. Wild Charge, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Hidden Power Grass, 68 in HP, max attack, 4 defense, 4 special defense, 180 speed with the Jolly Nature. Again, there's a lot we can outspeed. There's a lot more that outspeeds us, so outspeeding that Heracross is the best play to go. Max and attack. Even with the Jolly Nature running Hidden Power Grass still 3-hit KOs, a max HP Mega Swampert, so good note there. Wild Charge, obviously, Oko's Tornadus, Politoed, Ice Punch is there for things like the Amoonguss, for things like the Goodra. Earthquake handles the Raikou, the Kabutops, and the Registeel. If he thinks Kabutops will switch in, we can go for an Earthquake, something like that. Hidden Power Grass also does the same amount to there. 68 HP gives us that odd amount, which is also very, very nice. And last but not least, hopefully a little bit of a late game sweeper. We're bringing Buck again. Buck has been proven to be really good in League format. I love Gyarados. Gyarados is like one of my new favorite mons. Buck is coming back. Choice Scarf, Moxie, Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Fang, and Sleep Talk. 4 in HP to give it an odd number. Max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature. We are outspeeding a Scarf Gardevoir. We are also outspeeding, for whatever reason, like a Scarf Gudra or a +1 in speed Kabutops. However that would happen. Those are the things that we outspeed with this set. Dragon Dance set might be a little bit better, but I do like the way this is set up. Being able to provide the rain for Gyarados after getting Moxie Boost. Even something that does switch in on, like if you think it's a Waterfall resist, after a Moxie Boost in the rain, I mean, Gyarados is very, very scary. Earthquake hits things like the Registeel, hits things like the Kabutops, obviously. Waterfall hits things like Mega Swampert and Kabutops for neutral damage anyways. Earthquake hits everything that isn't an immunity. And then Ice Fang is there for the Amoonguss. Sleep Talk is also cool because if he thinks this thing is like Spore, like okay, he goes for Spore with Amoonguss, I switch this thing in, he's like, oh, cool. Time to set up Calm Minds with Raikou. I can switch that in. I go for Sleep Talk, I get an Earthquake, bada bing, bada boom. Or I Sleep Talk, and he's like, oh, well, I'll be faster. Surprise, I'm Choice Scarfed. I go for another Sleep Talk. I'm able to 2-hit KO the Raikou, which is going to be very, very nice. So that is our team going up against Tyler. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. I hope you guys are too. If you guys are excited, show some love on that like button down below. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to Tyler's channel. The link to his YouTube will be in the description of this video as well. I will see you guys tomorrow for week 3 of APA. Be great, do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.